What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Robert Lee TV, little late edition tonight. It's almost 11 o'clock. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this out here anyway. I did a panel with my sister Deborah Brown, and my other little brother, Dale One Coleman, and some other individuals. We were just having a basic conversation about uh, about economics and how we could do group economics. You'll see it on my page. But let me go ahead and get this one out the way because I know it's late and I don't expect a whole lot of people because I just want to get my content out here. Got to keep it growing. There was a link that I shared or a reel that I shared on social media. It was this black sister. She was talking about how she can't find a black man, eligible black man that's on her level. And what she did was she started talking about, she was having a conversation with another sister. She was saying how black women are running circles around black men and education and money and this, that, and another. She was saying that, you got black women out here that have master degrees and PhDs, they making $250,000 a year. Now, she was going by the stat that when you interview these women, and they have, especially black women, when you interview these black women, they're saying that they can't find men on their level. Now, okay, I can only go back, like I said, again, if the stat is there and that's what they're talking about, I can't dispute that stat or anything like that. But here's the reality behind that, real quick. Hold on just for a minute. Um, One of the things that I want to talk about in this situation was that let me get my thoughts back because somebody called in. I got to call their brother back here real quick. Once I get through with this live, I'll give him a call back here. But here's what I was saying. Now, when she started talking about that, that's what you see a title on my level. And what she was saying was that she, black women, and even she's speaking for herself also, she can't find eligible black men on her level. And what she was talking about education, finances, business, whatever the case may be. Well, like I said before, when a person gives out a stat, okay, if I was talking to the sister or using what the sister was talking about, in the United States of America, 5 million, well, more than 5 million, it's really almost six. I think it's like 5.6, 5.7. Just go ahead and say there are 6 million black men in the United States of America that has an associate's degree all the way up to PhDs. That's the reality. Like I told you before, there's only 750,000 black men incarcerated. Now, that is a high number compared to in the United States of America. There are over 2 million men. That's in every culture or every race there is. There are 2 million men locked up. And out of that 2 million, there's 750,000. And that's what they push out here until they talk about the men that are incarcerated. They talk about the men sexual orientation, about the number of men that are like I said again. You talk about like 20. You talking about like in the black community now. The new stat is, I think it's getting close. Just go ahead and round it off. It's 20 million black men in the United States. Okay, now like I said, some people just don't like those stats because they said, well, you can't count everybody. Everybody can count. I didn't get an interview. I'm not gonna get into that with people. Now, what I'm going to speak on when I was talking about this particular sister right here is when she made that statement about she can't find people on her level. Okay, now the first one, like I said, there are over 6 million black men in the United States of America that has an associate's degree all the way up to a PhD. That's in America. That's in all 50 states. There are black folks in Alaska. There's black folks in Hawaii. There's black folks in Puerto Rico. So they're in the United States. When you consider African American men in the United States of America, in North America, or however you want to break it down, there are over 6 million black men that have an associate degree all the way up to PhD. So for me, when she makes the statement that black women can't find men on a level, on an educational level, that doesn't make sense to me. I can't go with that. Okay. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Now, if I'm not gonna quote the stat, But in other words, put it like this here, you only have when you talk about education, you only have maybe 650,000 more black women that have associate's degrees all the way up to PhDs, more than the average black male. So pretty much we're even Steven. When you go to black demographics, when you go to the United States Department of Labor, when you look at all these different stats, you're going to see that when you look at the educational level, which they don't tell you the truth, because they know most people are only going to go by or use the stat that makes them feel comfortable, or in other words, that's going to agree with their opinion, only with their perspective. But when you put it side by side and you look at it, you know what I'm saying? When you look at it, the educational level is basically the same. In other words, black men and black women have the same degrees. Now, when you get into the $250,000 a year, now in actuality, I think it's less than. I think you only talking about 1.6 million men, black men, make $250,000 a year and up. I think it's something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for sure, and I don't want to quote. In other words, you don't have that many black men that's making $250,000 a year and up, but still, they are out there. And a lot of these black men in that stat, all of them, this stat comes from not talking about men that are married or in relationship, polygamy, this and that. It's out there. Now, when we look at that, here's another situation how me, giving my opinion, giving my perspective, you're telling me as a black woman that has a master's degree or a PhD, when you go to seminars, we gonna talk for the corporate America, the professional female. So when you go to seminars, training, all these different things, are you telling me that there are no black men that are not married, this, that, and another, inside of those meetings, inside of those training centers? Because just because you make $250,000 a year, it does not mean you running something in corporate America. You're not the CEO, you're not a vice president or nothing like that. A lot of times, the top executives in the company make that kind of money. So when you are at these trainings, and when you in Denver, when you in Houston, when you over in Dallas, when you down in Fort Myers, Florida, you somewhere like that, Washington D.C., whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You're telling me that there are no black men in this room. I take it out. I take it out of because women are saying it. I take it out of just that, but I bring, like I said, keep it in profession. So when we have these teaching seminars and this, that, and that, you mean to tell me there are not any black male teachers in there that have bachelor's degrees, master's degree? You mean to tell me that you don't see an attractive black principal, whether he be 6 foot, however you like him, dark skinned, light skinned, rail thin, muscle bound. You mean to tell me when you go to these teacher conferences where there are principals and educational professionals in here, you mean to tell me that there are no black men in there? You're telling me that make the same amount of money that you got the same degree you got. So what you telling me is when you go to these seminars, it's mostly women or it's all women. Can't say that. You can't say that. I mean that bumps you out of the realm. Another thing, just like I said, break it down even further. Like I said, we got people. We got grocery leads. We got grocery leads that are female. We got people that run the delis that are females. We got people that we got store managers that are female. We got assistant managers that are female. So when we have these conferences, when we go there to Popular Pike and you have those conferences or you have these meetings and this, that, and that, you mean to tell me that you don't see a black man in there making that same amount of money as a store manager, assistant, and he ain't married? He ain't married. So you mean to tell me when you in these meetings, you don't see nobody? You mean to tell me you're trying to tell me that there are no black men out here on your level in any financial sense? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said again, I just had my best friend, his son just graduated. He's an RN. So when they showed the video, when my friend, I can say their name, when Glenn and Enid Bedford showed their son walking up on the stage, getting his stuff, getting pinned and this, that, another, as an RN, there were women in front of him. There were white females, but we talking about black women. There were black women in front of them, two, three black women in front of them. There were other black men getting pinned. So when the photo was taken, yeah, you may have had, but those were black men in there. So you mean to tell me when you at the hospital, when you at Methodist, when you at Baptist, when you at Labana, when you at Delta, I could keep going on with our hospitals and this and that. You mean to tell me that you don't see anybody? Only thing you see is women in there making your money as an RN, whether you're an RN associate, RN BSN, RN SN, MSN. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're telling me. You don't see any nurse practitioners that are black males. You don't see any physician assistants that are black males when you have these conferences and this, that, and another at these hospitals and all this. See, a lot of this, man, we like I told, people are making money. And I'm just gonna say, in my perspective, people make money shoveling bullshit. Because see, there's gonna be a lot of black women out there got their mouth open talking about, hey man, girl, you ain't telling the truth. These men ain't got nothing. But wait a minute now. From like I said, on a professional level, a corporate America, I done broke it down to several different things. When, like I said, my old job, when you have in service, so you think when there's no black male police officers in the room, there's no black male police officers anywhere in that room. So you might have a degree in criminal justice. So no black man in this room got one. And some of these men in here single, ain't got a child, ain't got a wife, ain't got nothing. So you're gonna tell me that there are no black men that are on your level. A lot of times with people, just like with men, it's the same with women. A lot of times when people get money, get titles, get positions, they want to manipulate or they want to control. And what they're really out here with their mouth open and saying is, I make $250,000 a year. I have a master's degree. I have a PhD. I have a bachelor's, and I'm including the associates. I have all this college. I have this business. I have this position. I have this image. But these black men are not coming to me, sweating me. They not kissing my ass. They not jumping through hoops. They ain't bowing. They ain't doing none of that. Because like I told you before, and it's always been that way. We are concerned. We want to see where your mental is. That's probably a vision on your life. But we really don't give a fuck about what you do or how much money you make. We're interested in the woman that you are. We could care less. And that's the reason why a lot of these women, when they talk about they can't find a man that's on their level, that is bullshit. Because like I said, we see in our college, like here, University of Memphis, Lemoyne on, Rose College. We got black men walking across the stage. There are black women in front of him and black women behind him. You mean to tell me when you was on a college campus, you did not see a black man that was studying, that had the intellect, that was making the A's, that was a part of this? No, what it is that a lot of women out here, when you get to a certain position, you get that money in your life, you expect the man to kiss your ass, and it don't happen. It's just it don't go that way. Well, that is your profession. That's what you make in your life. And a lot of times when we start having conversations, a lot of people, like I said before, we can easily talk about $100,000, $250,000 a year. But when we look at college debt, when we look at you done spent all your money, you actually got a either you leasing or you paying a car note on a BMW instead of you having to run out a cashier's check, and you got the car cash. You got this huge ass home that you damn near killing yourself to actually stay in, and this, that, and another. You running yourself crazy over here with that, with all that, but still, for some reason or another, when the man come and talk to you, and because like I said before, we gonna move certain men out the way. When these men are talking to you, you have an attitude because they like, well, baby, I got the degree. I have the degree. I have a bachelor's just like you do. I'm a senior analyst just like you are. You see what I'm saying? I'm a nurse practitioner just like you are. I'm a project manager just like you are. So we can move that out the way. We understand that we have the same educational level. We have the same, we got that going on between me and you. But the reality is, what kind of woman are you? What's your character? But see, what has happened is that is a front because I'm gonna bring these men in. A lot of women don't want to deal with blue collar brothers on the corporate side because here's the reality behind it. It doesn't match you. It's not on your level. Because if you say your man is doing heating and air, if your man is doing plumbing, if your man is doing electrical, whatever the case may be, construction work, that does not sound right to your girlfriend. That does not sound right to the people that you trying to impress. That's really not paying you any attention whatsoever. But it doesn't sound right. But again, there are blue collar brothers out here, like I said, right here in my city. I know of two black men, unmarried. One of them does not have any kids, but two black men in this city right now that are like I said, well, I was going to say me, but they are millionaires. And when I say about millionaires, they make $2-3 million a year. One of them just lost the contract with Memphis City Schools. He was killing up all the schools and shit, but he make $2 million a year. Two black men that I personally know. You see what I'm saying? There are black men that own heating and air conditioning business that's making 250,000 up a year. They have 30, they have 10, they have 15, they got 22, 27 employees. These are millionaires or dudes that have a business running that's making $250,000 a year and up. They don't have a college degree. They may have a trade or vocation, but because you run in certain circles, it ain't got nothing to do with that because you are trying to put on a front when you get around these certain people. Because in actuality, the man that you with, we can talk business because I run a business. I have several employees. I run $1 million company. I have $1 million cleaning company. I have $1 million trucking company. I have $1 million construction company. I have $1 million, and keep going. I own 2 or 3 restaurants, whatever. The room that I'm in, we can discuss business. Just like we were talking about the GDP on the panel with my sister Deborah. We can have these discussions. No, I don't have the master's degree. I don't have the PhD. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, what I do have is the business sense to be in this room. And if you talk about money, I have the money to be in this room. Even though we ain't gonna get into old money, new money, but I do have the money to get in this room. See, a lot of this is a front. It's the same way. Even though we talk about money, it's the same way. You look at women talking about, I want a man of God and this, that, and another. Well, baby, you've been a member of this church for 10 years. You've been a member of this church for 15 years. And there are men that come to church every Sunday. They're single. They don't have a wife. Even if they've been married before. I'm just saying, they in the church. They know the word just like you do. They praise just like you do. They do all this, but what's wrong with them? But you say you still, but there go the men of God right there where you at. There they are in front of you. There they go. Is it really about that, or is it just maybe you? Because like I told you, when we look at money, some people, when they get money in their pocket, they expect folks to kiss their ass. Now, when you got money, you got a lot of people trying to kiss your ass because they want a part of that money. They want to see what's gonna fall off the table. They, like I said, they want to see what crumb they're gonna kiss your ass because they may get a crumb off your table. They may get a little change out your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's just being honest. Like I told you, money shows the real you. A lot of times, people, the character that a person really has, when they start making money, they start getting popular, they start moving, you start seeing their real character a lot of times. But a lot of times with these women, again, it's the same thing with you. You know, went to school, and a lot of times, why this is also said, I'm gonna go here. You may have the bachelor degree, you may have the master's degree, you may have the PhD, but all of your life through your college years, through your undergrad, through your grad, and this, that, and another, all this education, all these certifications, all this, you've been fucking with fuckboys. You were doing it in high school, you did it in your undergrad, then when you was in grad school, that's what the fuck you doing. That's a reality. What's up, Kevin? What's going on, brother? You know what I'm saying? That's a reality. See, a lot of this, when we get to talk about I can't find no man, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because, like I said, me and my brother Kevin used to work together. When we had meetings, when we had those conferences, this and another guys, people that made black men that made the same exact money in the county, there were black women in the meeting, in the conference, in the training seminars, and all this, that, and another that made the exact same damn money. But you can't find nobody on your level. There's a brother that you went to, let's say he might be a little bit older than you. He might be 5 years older than you. He went to Grambling, you went to Grambling. He went to Morehouse, you went to Spelman. So you got the degree, you make the same amount of money, you hold the same position. You are no bigger than him or anything like that. So how is it that you saying that you can't find no man on your level? What you are really saying is that you can't find no man that's licking your ass or kissing your ass because you have a title, a position, and some money in your pocket. That's the problem. Just like I said with blue collar brothers. There are blue collar men out here that do not have a college degree, but they are multi-millionaires. Right here in my city, you got millionaire 1.2, 2 million, 3 to 10 to $13 million a year, right here in the city of Memphis. And some of these brothers, and it's what's going on? What's going on, Hamlet? There go my brother. There go my brother right there. We ran the same concrete. What's going on, brother? What's going on, Lewis? And that's what I'm saying. I got two brothers on here. I know college graduates. Make the same. I'm gonna use what me and my brother Hamilton. So you telling me that when you with the sheriff department, when you with like I said, you with the police department, this, that, another, you don't see a sergeant, you don't see a sergeant, you don't see a lieutenant. You got lieutenant bar on, he got side stripes on, captain, patrol, what the fuck ever. So you mean to tell me you don't see a man in there that's on your level, especially education and money? No, that's bullshit. But again, like I told you before, what a lot of people are doing, a lot of these women are doing out here on the town right now. What you said, Kevin? That's it. My brother Kevin put it in there. She don't want no man. She wants somebody she can control. Because see, all her life, a lot of these women, don't be fooled now. Don't be fooled when you see the legs crossing the proper talk and they got Pookie and Ray Ray slapping them across their ass. They've been having that shit ever since high school, ever since they junior college, 4-year university, that's undergrad, graduate stuff. They had that the whole life. And some of them, while they're making $250,000 a year, They got Pookie and Ray Ray coming up to the mansion, hanging their ass from motherfucking chandeliers. And what they mad about is to keep this nigga around, they got to pay. See, a lot of women keep that a little secret to themselves. They ready to come. The same thing that a lot of they try to say about men when they get older, and just like with older women that date younger men, you paying. You might not want to hear that. That's something you keep to yourself. You like to say the old sugar daddies and this, that, another. Y'all paying for them young gals. Y'all doing this for them young gals and this, that, another. And the same thing for the older woman. You paying what you weigh also. You buying PlayStations. You buying cars. You putting clothes on. You doing shit. Like I said, one of your sisters that you follow that you feel bad for, Mary J. Blige. She had a fuck nigga in her life that didn't have the nowhere near the money that she had. But he was slapping her across her ass, this, that, another. And when he got with her and where's to move on to the next chick to get him something that he wanted, he did what he did. Mary J had to pay that man, and she's still paying that man today. And that, like I said, that's going into entertainment. But on the real tip, this is the truth, y'all. When you hear women speak that talking about men and I, we got to stop the lie. Like I told you before, there are 6 million. I'm just going to round it off. There are 6 million black men in the United States of America that has an associate degree all the way up to a PhD. Now, I'm sorry, black women might not want to hear that. They might be in their feelings and this, that, but it's the truth. Because when your ass, like I said, I'm naming historical black, but again, when you was on Grambling, when you was at Lemoyne-Owen, when you was at Southern, when you was at Mississippi Valley, when you was at Fisk, when you was at Rust, you had black men in class with you doing the class. Yeah, some of them was smoking blunts and getting drunk, and we was acting fool on cap. But there were black men in the class with you, getting the same grades, getting it. Well, hell, it ain't when we go to college graduations. You don't only see women with I forget what it's called with the shawl with the shawl on that says honor society. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. All valedictorians are not female. You got black men standing right up there. They're the valedictorian. And then let's just be real. We go to mainstream university. We got black men that are valedictorian. Well, they fuck with white women. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. 97% of black men that make $250,000 and up a year marry black women. Yeah. They do. They marry black women. When you see brothers with these bachelor degrees, with these master degrees, with these PhD at the back, DR up front, finance, MBAs, and this, that, and that, there's a big booty black woman at home that they married to, or they finna walk down the aisle with. Stop playing. But what we do is we as black men, we want to get back for, like I said, I'm doing just like on the stat. Like I said, most people check what I said. They come back or they come back behind the post or whatever. Probably I went and looked at black demographics, man. I went to look at the Department of Labor. I went to look at yeah. So when you hear black women telling you that I can't find no man on their level, no, baby, you can't find nobody that will kiss your ass. That's what you talking about. You can't find somebody. You meet somebody and well, I went to this university and I studied this and I am a senior analyst. I am a project manager. I'm this. I'm that. Okay. And the man will quickly come out his mouth. Well, baby, this is what I do. And you realize well, shit. If it ain't you, he making 200,000, 180, 190,000. He kind of close to what I make. Or sometimes when the man opened up your mouth, he doing the exact same shit that you did. Because you know what? You met him. He's in Houston and your ass is out of Memphis. But you had to fly into Houston to the thing. But he works for the company in Houston. So he's making the same amount of money as you do. Well, see, I don't want to fuck with no nigga long distance. But wait a minute, the nigga got the same degree that you got the same degree that you got the same money that you got. You know what I'm saying? He's dark, he's light, he's tall, he's thick, he's muscular, what however the fuck you like him. But your problem is I don't fuck with long distance. Well, you got $250,000 a year. As good as you are in Memphis, isn't there a spot in Houston? Maybe you could move to Houston and you could do so because you got $250,000 a year, ain't you, baby? Ain't your $250,000 a year? Can't you live off $250,000 a year in Houston? But he need to pack his shit. If he want to fuck with me, he need to pack his shit up and come up here to Memphis. Why? You both got money, so what's the transition? What's the problem on the transition? What's that problem? You see, the problem is when we look at this is how it needs to be. For me, in my opinion, in my perspective, that's how I would address that. Baby, you need to stop the bullshit. The reason why you don't have a man in your life, number one, you want to run something. You want to control something. A lot of women, not saying there's anything wrong with you, but you know what? You didn't have some warm value. You didn't have it. So what you did is you replaced the man with a class. Hey, Patricia, baby, you replaced the man with a class. And you took another class, and you took another class, and you took another class. Because a lot of women are telling you, well, what's out here is piss in the dating scene. Not totally true. Yes, we have fucked up men out here on the town. But again, there are men that are on your level. There are men that are on your level. Some of you said we break it down here, like the sister was talking about 250. And I guarantee you, if this sister, if when I do this, she gonna get in her feelings. I break it down here. Some of you women making 50, 60, $70,000 a year. But a brother that is making 50, 60, 70, 80, $90,000 a year, that ain't enough money. Well, baby, that's the same amount of money that you made. That's the exact same amount of money that you make. So what makes you think that, okay, he's not on my level? He does the same job that you do. How's he not on your level? He got the same paycheck. He got the same shit. He had to go when he got the job. He had to go to sign paperwork and do direct deposit and all that shit. So you make the same amount of money. You at the same conference meetings. You at the same training seminar and this and that. What makes you think that you make 50, 60, 70, 80, $90,000 a year? A brother that makes the same is not on your level. What are you talking about? Like I said before, a lot of women out here, you fucking Pookie and Ray Ray. You've been doing it all your life, like I told you before. You when you hit them 40s and this, that, another, the reality is you fucking the same dudes that you were fucking either in high school or your first couple of years in college, undergrad. And here you are 35, 37, 42, 45, 44, 53, still fucking them same dudes. You haven't changed your mentality. There's no such thing as that. You see what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to believe, and I throw this so it be out here in Agra, like my sister Nina Johns. I'm sorry, baby. No, you can't tell me that. You can't tell me that because, like I said, when I was a part of Best in Black, there were black folks out there that were being honored. That there were plenty of single black men that was not gay. None of that, all that y'all love to bring that shit up. He can't be incarcerated because he's on stage getting a motherfucking award for having a goddamn business, one of the best in the city of Memphis, black-owned business in the city of Memphis. So you can't say that. But you was out there with your girlfriend, all this shit. So you mean to tell me that there wasn't no men in that room on your level? But there were motherfuckers taking photos with the plaques and shit best in black? Is that what you want to tell me? It's just like what I'm finna do this coming Sunday, the Entrepreneurs Expo, second annual. I'm one of the speakers at the expo this year. You mean to tell me when you look around that room, you're a black woman in the room, but you don't see that brother over there with the food truck? You don't see the brother over there selling real estate? You don't see the brother over there selling insurance? They in business. And some of these brothers got college degrees, but they not on my level. How the fuck they not on your level? Because more than likely you make it as an entrepreneur. You got the same kind of you got a Obamacare just like they got a Obamacare. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? This is the thing that is hurting our black community. This false ass narrative that you putting out here. People are not on your level. That's bullshit. Okay? Like I told you before. Can I say yes? There are some black men, they make the money, and they marry white females. But you want to know why they marry a lot of those? But some of them was by choice. Some of them like white female. It is what. But you know why? Another reason why those black men, because they were in the room with you black women, and y'all were ignoring these single black men, dark skinned, light skinned, little chubby, thin, muscle bound, whatever the fuck they was. They had locks in their head, they bald headed, they like me, got schoolboy cut, whatever, beard, no beard, whatever the case may be. Y'all was ignoring those motherfucking black men because you kept talking about but they got the same degrees, same training as you. Them white females were smiling and talking to those black men. When them same white females got the same degree as you do, they have a master's degree, they have the PhD, they got the bachelor's, they got the master's, they got the certifications, they got all this different shit. But they was in the room with those black men, and y'all sitting up there talking about the nigga too tall, the nigga too dark, he too wide, he too thin. I don't like this, I don't like that. That white woman was over there in that black man face, seeing what the fuck was up. Because like shit, I make 250,000, he make 250,000. Bring them two motherfuckers. That's $500,000 a year. If you got something going on the side, we could do something on the side to take that $500,000, kind of push it toward $1 million motherfucking dollars a year. Mm-hmm. While a lot of you black females are walking around here, like I told you before, the reason why you got the fuck nigga in your life is because of the circle that you in. You still holding you got your girlfriend that the only niggas she hang around or bring around is fuck niggas. And you trying to date them dude. But like you said, they not on your level. Well, why the fuck you over there with them? I forgot who that was. That was, I think it was my boy Kevin Troy was had his little podcast, and there was a woman on that talking about, oh, I'm educated, I'm this and I'm that, and I put it in the post. And like I said, sometimes you gotta pat your own self on the back. Got a big response behind it. She talking about, but these men don't. I told her, I said, well, baby, where you running? What circles are you in? Because like I told you, if when St. Jude, y'all gonna see it on TV, when St. Jude have their gala and fundraiser, it's $100 ticket. You want VIP, that's $500. Because you get to take a picture with a movie star and this, that. That's what that $500 ticket for. You see, that's what that $500 ticket for. You got $500 in your pocket, so you have your ass in the room with these folks. Some of y'all already, and again, some of you got to be, and it kills me. Here go black men right here. And sometimes when we talk about 250,000, we talk about the difference. We talk about you make 250,000. This dude down here may make 170. Add that the fuck up. What you said, Lewis? Let me see my brother. This was my brother, one of my stumping brothers. We went through the academy together. Let me see who is this. Hold on. I want to make sure I get my folks in here right. And this, that, and another. Let me see. Hold on. Kev said some of the women may have the financial means, but their outlook on a relationship is rap. It's a rap. Yeah, that's true. Lewis said, my brother Lewis said, it really does not matter how much you make. What matters is how you manage it. Honestly, I would take a woman who makes 50,000 who knows how to manage money than someone who is making 180 and does not know how to manage money. The biggest problem with women who make more money than their partner does not want to listen to her man. That's true. That's it. I mean, my brother's that, and he said it. He just told you in his way, like I told you. It's very simple. It's about you don't want to listen because you don't feel like you have to because you got money. Money changes people. You could be at 250,000. You could do a fuck up. You could drop down. Company downside. This does not, and baby, all you black women, like I said, we done seen it on CNN. We done seen it. We done seen it on MSNBC. We done seen it in documentaries. We might see it sometime on Fox News. We definitely see it on Fox Business. We also see it on CNN. A lot of you black women walk around here got these master's and PhD. These Fortune 500 companies ain't fucking with you. Because we just there is a class action lawsuit that's African Americans that work for Wells Fargo. They find because Wells Fargo told me we ain't got nobody here. We would love to have diversity. We love to do that. Go look it up. Wells Fargo. You know what I'm saying? Put it about their problem with diversity. It is gonna bring up all New York Times, all that shit. I know somebody bullshit blog, they're gonna bring it up. Wells Fargo said it. Oh man, we would love to have a black man in this. We love to have a black woman in this. But oh shit, we ain't got nobody. You mean to tell me ain't no black folk working there with an MBA? You don't have nobody in the company that has a PhD in finance? They ain't fucking with y'all. So, like I tell y'all, a lot of times when you hear these conversations, a lot of time coming out of black women's mouths, man, look, 9 times out of 10, they can't run shit, they can't control. Because here's another thing you got to understand. Like I told you before, you can say what you want to say. Some brothers out here, ladies, understand something. We done had some sexy motherfuckers in our life before. And just like my brother Hamlin said, they make $50,000 a year, 60, 70, 80, 90,000. We done had some bad motherfuckers in our lives. Some of these brothers out here that when you see their wives, you look, oh yeah, they got some bad motherfuckers. So you, especially, I'm gonna move the husbands out the way, but a single man, hey, we done seen your ass before. So, baby, we done been on cruises before. We done had our toes on the beach. We done swam in the Atlantic. We done swam in the Pacific. We done pulled a motherfucking slot machine in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? We done walk down with some flip-flops on South Beach. We done that. Okay. We done had big booty gas in our lives. And it wasn't no BBLs, baby. It was all natural. So we done had that. So when you come in, you think I'm supposed to jump at your ass because you got the money. And what ends up happening, those men that do jump, you end up like Mary J. Blige. You got to pay what the fuck you weigh. You got money. Damn your pussy. Damn your mouth. Damn your cap. You got money. You got assets, baby. You can buy me some diamonds. You can put some gold in my pocket. I can ride BMWs. I can ride Range Rovers and shit. I can do that, baby. I'll walk your ass down the aisle. I sure the fuck will. You'll pay for my tux, my boys' tux. You'll pay for the wedding because you want everybody to see you. You'll pay for the beach wedding. I walk in the sand barefooted. I got no my boys that stand out there in the sand barefooted. Your bridesmaids, some of my boys get with your bridesmaids and smash their ass that night. Yeah. The reason why you can't find what you want is this. Your character is warped. like I tell people all the time, your character shows the fuck up with your money. Like my boy Hamlin was saying. I take a woman got 50 and know what to do. Some people can take $50,000 and know what to do with it. A lot of folks know what to do with it. Here's another thing. I know I forget the brother's name on here. James Sharif, he's supposed to be uh, promoting respect to Haven and this, that, and another. And I got my boy Daryl Lewis on here and shit. You know where you started to see the demographics change in Whitehaven? Twinkertown. You start to see less and less black people in Twinkertown. You start to see more and more white people in Twinkertown. Because see, us Negroes, we feel like we got to be in Germantown, Collierville, Bartlett, all that old shit. Go check it. I got Daryl Lewis on my page. Some of you, I ain't gonna name my folk. Go fuck with y'all folk. If they fuck with you real tough, tell them to put a page. If they fuck with you, they gonna tell you, no, that red nigga ain't lying. How you know about that? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of young white couples show buying them $200,000 houses, 215, 230 in Twinkertown. They used to be one of the biggest prominent black areas in Memphis for black people. There's a lot of young white folk moving over there. See, we talk this noise about us as couples. The reason why you don't see the black family structure, the reason why you don't see black economics in our community, we're not about us. We don't know what to do. We know how to spend money. See, that was say I want you on the same level. Okay, we got a $500,000. What we finna do with it? We got a $500,000. What we finna do with it? Me and you together, we like I said, you love Jesus, as you said. When we come together, we one unit. We got a $500,000. What we finna do with it? Well, what's your okay? You got well. When I talk about a $500,000, what you mean? We got $500,000. You make 250,000. I make 250,000. What you got? Well, you got some student loan debt. What you got a $700, $600 motherfucking note on the BMW, the Range Rover and shit? What you got? Oh, you got all them credit cards and shit. Okay, what we really working with? On your end, what we working with? See why a man got to be? Well, hold up, baby. That's how wealth is built. You come back. Why you think people do arranged marriages? You don't just go out there and get some pretty ass gal to be in a relationship with a man when you arrange man. You bring the family's monies together and you keep the wealth going. What you think arranged marriage for? Arranged marriage ain't only to have fucking heirs. See, that's why I tell y'all, a lot of y'all, when y'all listen, and like I said, you call it being conceited if you want to. Y'all listen to a lot of these social media ass people. They giving you fluff. They doing a whole lot of time. I'm telling you websites. I'm telling you reputable newspaper. I ain't talking about nobody's blog. I'm telling you to go United States Department of Labor. I'm telling you go check this stat. Go check that stat. Just like I told you about Twinkertown. Go check it out. And come back up on my post and tell me I'm lying. Or when you see this lie, tell me I'm lying about Twinkertown. And the best of that, brother, when he see respect to Haven, I know he gonna tell me I ain't lying. There's a lot of young white couples moving right on over there into Twinkertown. Surely. But to the post, what I was saying, you got 250,000, I got 250,000. I have my ideas that, like my brother Hammond said, you don't want to listen to the man. Okay, we got a $500,000. We can go do this. We can go over here. We can invest over here. We got this. We got that. We got side. I got a brother that's a financial. Yeah, we go this. We can do tax. We can put this in the tax shelter. We can go over here. When I start talking like that, wait a minute, goddamn it. Yeah, this I earn this money. Go away. Like I said, you got the money, you got the dresses. More the time when you pull your Range Rover out, it ain't no man sitting on the right side. You got one of your best girlfriends to the right. You got your two other girlfriends sitting in the back, maybe maybe two more, might be four, y'all. But I'm gonna be nice. You got yourself, your bestie to your right, and another one of your girlfriends, and y'all. Oh yes, y'all got the gown on. You're throwing thigh. Your toes is perfect. The red bottom shoes, everything is perfect. But it's three motherfucking women getting out of an SU. I'm living my best life. Stop that. Stop. 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 And y'all sit around, you get drunk, or you sit around. I just can't find a man. Well, stop fucking with Pookie, then, baby. Elevate yourself. Elevate. Go. There he is, right there. Well, he don't want to listen to me. He don't know how to communicate. Damn, the man got a master's degree. He got a PhD. See this communication thing? That's another excuse. That's another excuse. I'm intelligent enough to hear what you got to say. You just don't want me to have an opinion. See, that's another thing. You have an opinion, I have an opinion. We share each other's opinion and we move the fuck on. We're not gonna agree on everything. But again, you're a woman that's supposed to be making this money. And the problem that you're having, I can't find no man to kiss my ass. All I can find is a nigga to wet my ass. Because you haven't elevated your thinking. You still there. Just like I said, promote it again. Yes, this Sunday, the Entrepreneurs Expo from 3 to 7, second annual. I'm one of the speakers. There's going to be plenty of black men in there that own businesses. Plenty of black women in there own business. Motherfucker, I ain't telling people to date, but I'm just saying, come on, people, stop the lie. Every black man is not incarcerated. Like I told you, you only got 750,000 incarcerated. There's 20 million black men in the world today, from 18 to death. 20 million. Okay? Now, when you want to, it can't be 20, break it down. Don't matter. You got 750,000 black men incarcerated in the United States of America. But you got 6 million black men that have college degrees. Mm-hmm. You have over 200,000 black men that are blue collar workers or business owners that make $250,000 a year, but he blue collar. See, my husband's a doctor. He's an analyst. He's this. He's that. You're trying to impress somebody that don't give a fuck about you. And some of these women that y'all trying to replace will fuck your mind. Mm-hmm. Sure fuck will. That's why certain shows, like back in the day, Girlfriends were so popular. One of the issues they had, but they worked it out. Motherfucker mad because you fucked the nigga I fucked with back in college, and he's supposed to be me. He's supposed to be in the friend zone, but you took him out of my friend zone. You don't touch my mind and shit. But wait a minute, baby, I'm looking for. See. So tonight, y'all, I'm gonna end it here real quick. This is the one I did. It's a little late night thing. Please, brothers, when you hear a woman talking about there are no men on her level, just nod your head or use the word that, like my brother Hammond, if he was still on here, tell you one of my words I used to always use. Okay. Just say okay. Don't, like I say, if you want to have the debate, have the intellectual debate. Don't get with the back the like I told you, like Socrates said. Don't result to insults. Don't do that, because that's what's gonna happen. That's exactly what when you start talking that noise, when you start talking like this here, if that black woman, oh, she gonna go to insult. You ain't got it. She gonna go to it. She gonna do it all the time. Why? Because the truth is, a lot of these women, all they got is potpourri, a puppet, and a dude named Bob. That's it. That's all that's coming inside the house. And if they do got a motherfucker come back, they got a Pookie and a Ray Ray coming through. Because a lot of these gals, yeah, they got the look, they got the face, but it is what the fuck it is. Sometimes that mentality that they have, they get what they supposed to get. They supposed to have a Pookie and Ray Ray. They supposed to be with a dude. They supposed to be with a dude that don't have a vision, don't have a plan, don't have anything going on. That's what they supposed to be with. Because to be flat foot honest with you, all you doing with that $250,000 is getting your hair done, getting your eyes done, getting shit sucked out your belly, getting shit added to your titties, shit added to your ass. That's all the fuck you doing, and you still ending up with a wet ass. Here's a sister, like I told you. Think for a moment, y'all. Go deep into it. A nigga, what here's a woman. Mary J. Blige could have had any nigga, got the money, got the entertainment. How the fuck did this fuck boy fuck her off? Because you think a nigga gonna kiss your ass. Nigga took you plumb down through there. Wake up, people. Wake up, especially my black women. This bullshit about settling and all that shit, go on back to bed. Just like, and I'm gonna mention it again, just like I mentioned about the women of the church. You've been in the church 10 to 15 years. You 30, you're 40, you're 50 years old. You talking about you a woman of God. Man, you done been to every conference there is. Woman, thou art loose. You done been to all that shit. You done been to I don't know how many churches listen to the choir sing. You done follow the pastor to other churches, and you done did retreats. You done did the Christian retreats and everything. You mean to tell me you still ain't found you a man of God and all of that religion? You ain't found nothing? That's a front. That's a front. I love Jesus, and it's all right. Like I told you before, you can have Jesus and a therapist. I can have Jesus and a real life. I can talk to a woman without talking about Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. I can talk to a woman and don't talk about Jesus. I can hold a conversation. See, like I said, a lot of women on my end, women get mad at me. You know what I'm saying? They get mad at me. Robert, you cuss. So what? I love Jesus. I pray. Hell, the man that blessed me, like I said, finna go to my son's graduation this Saturday. Help me get him through school. Help me get Jesus been good to me, but I cuss. I sure do. But if you got a problem, because see what the problem is, you think I'm gonna do that? Like I said, we in the backyard playing spades. We sipping on Hennessy right now. See what you worried about? Like I said, men like me. Like I said, you could ask old boy. You ask Hawkins up there at Temple Deliverance. You can ask him about Robert Lee. I put his name out there. You can ask him about Robert Lee. And there go my brother. Thank you, Hamlet, brother. He brought back some memory, kind of made me smile, made me blush when he put it in there. That was my nickname. That's my brother Hamlet. He put my nickname in there. That was my nickname. I'm Ghetto Child. I'm that dude. I'm Ghetto Child. I don't play that game. There are some things that I don't play with. And that's what I'm saying. I don't play with, like I said, when you get to talk about this here, I understand what women saying, yeah, everybody ain't educated, everybody didn't go to college, but that's a man in front of you. And at the end of the motherfucking day, that's what you need in your life. I don't need a man. Okay. So shut up talking about us. If you don't need us, you shouldn't have a conversation about us. If you don't need or don't want us or anything like, you should not have a conversation about us. And here's the crazy thing about it. If a woman has a master's degree, PhD, here you in your 40s, you in your late 30s, your 40s, and your 50s, and you still talking about you ain't found a man. You mean to tell me, and I like to say, y'all know I do historical black. When you was at Grambling, when you at Grambling, was no dude sex enough didn't get your attention. Okay, you was young and this, that. Wait a minute. When you started your career in your 30s, in your mid to late 20s, there wasn't no sex ass dudes then. Then when you got the promotions and got the positions and this, that, another in your 30s, you mean to tell me wasn't no sex ass dudes then? Here you is now in your goddamn point. But along the way now, You know, popped out a baby or two. You done popped out a baby or two. But that when I asked you about that dude, well, damn, baby, you had a baby by. What was wrong with him? What was wrong with him? You had a baby by. What's wrong with him? Okay, you come. He wasn't on my level. He wasn't mentality. He wouldn't change. He wouldn't do that. Okay, all right, that's your thing. I ain't finna die. Then you go into your 40s. You still talking about there ain't no nigga out there for you. But you make 50, you make 60, you make 70, you make 80, 90, $250,000 a year. There are black men out there that make 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $200,000 a year. Ain't nowhere near got a woman. They might have women that they're dating. They're not married. They ain't got a wife to first. But they might be dating other women. You got a problem with that. Well, I'm not gonna be in competition with Nan, bitch. Okay. Stay on the sideline. It's just like a game. It's competition. If a man is truly searching for the water, he's going to interview, he's going to talk, he's going to have conversation and find the best woman out of these women that are out here for me. Just because, see, I got $250,000 a year. I got a master's degree. I got a PhD. That don't mean I'm supposed to marry your ass. That don't make you wife material, baby. Just like a nigga's money don't make him husband material. Wake up, people. Wake up. But like I said, on my post, it's gonna be a lot of women like this here. I love what the fuck she said. Really? When you open your motherfucking door, there's a puppet, potpourri, and a device named Bob. That's right there. Waiting on you. And a Harlequin romance and some motherfucking nigga telling you that you ain't did shit wrong. Better wake the fuck up, people. Better wake up, sisters. Y'all better stop playing because the brothers are out here. And like I told you about the white female, the reason why all these black men make some money, they go to the white female. When they're in those rooms, when they at those conferences, when they at those events, when they doing all that different stuff, while you sit back talking about he's on, I like my man 6'5", he's 6'1". I like my man dark skinned, but he paper sack brown. I like my man light skinned, but he's got a slight tan to him or whatever. This, that, another. I like my man with a tattoo on his motherfucking arm. All that old stupid ass, dumb ass shit. Dumb white females are in the face of those black men holding fucking conversations. And when you see it, you get in your feelings. Your ass standing there like, I ain't fit, baby. That's why that happened. Now, with some men, they want white women. That's just what it is. But the two people, the woman talking to me, she holding a conversation with, she seems like she interested. She might play me for my money too, but she might be interested. Let me see what's up with her. But while you black women standing back there looking, I ain't finna fuck with, he ain't tall enough, he ain't dog enough, he ain't this, he ain't that. Girl gone. Stay by your motherfucking self. You're just gonna be an old tired ass female, and that's all that is. It is what it is. You know, it's just the truth. Because here you is, and like I said, here you is 40 plus. Talk about I can't find nobody on my level. How long you been making $250,000 a year? How long you had your master's degree? How long you had your PhD? How many books you done wrote? You mean to tell me you ain't found no black man that's writing books, PhDs, doing the same shit that you doing? He just ain't right. No, he, like my brother said, you don't want to hear that what that man got to say, and that man ain't kissing your ass. That's what it is. And like I told you women before, you can have all that. You can go get the BBLs. You can stick it in your titties. You can do all this. You still gonna have a wet ass. Because most men that are about their business, that's really making money, they finna interview this. They finna check with this first. They know they can smash you. They already know they can. It's not an issue to them. Even if they pay it for that, they already know you'll do that. But are you worth me smashing? Just because a nigga got money don't mean he gonna smash you, baby. You gotta be worth him smashing you. Just the truth. Y'all better wake up out here on the town and stop listening to this bullshit out here. These old tired ass motherfucking females running off at their mouth. I'm just telling y'all, they ain't telling y'all the truth. Go check your when these women spit out these stats, go see what the opposite stat is. Like I tell black folks all the time, black men and black women are behind the financial eight ball, period. We make less money than the white male and the white female combined. Just because your ass got your name on the door, you ain't making the same money as a white female with her name on the door. Think about that for a moment. You ain't making the same money as that, and you definitely ain't making the same money as the white man that got his name on the door. Think about it for a moment. So don't get too jazzed around here. You see what I'm saying? What you said now? Yep. International men choose and move different. He is going to choose to win. This is what they are missing. That's it. They're gonna choose. They're choosing to win. The white female, I don't know if she gonna divorce him. I don't know if she finna clean him up because there are women out there they coming out. Yeah, the ones who gonna clip you, they ain't gotta just be black women. Yeah, black women do that. We know that. But them white women, they oh shit, all right. He make $250,000 a year doing heating there. Hey, how you doing? He making $700,000 a year doing plumbing with his own company and employees. Hey, how you doing? I know how to I know how to build a website. I know how to do this. I know how to. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Sometimes that white female ain't talking about a beach. That white female ain't sometimes ain't talking about a summer home. She ain't talking about that. Like I told you before, I'm gonna end it this way. Just like when Basketball Wives came out, Shaq's Shanti, his ex-wife, when she was on the Wendy Williams show, and the Wendy Williams asked her, "Well, we know there are white women that are known that some of these top basketball players." Shanti told her, "Shit, I done asked them, and they flat out told me they not going to embarrass their family. They ain't finna come on TV and embarrass their family. They ain't finna do that." And the top reality shows got all black women in it. You don't see too many women running around here. You see the Kardashians. They women of color because they, it is what it is. Because y'all made them famous. You know what I'm saying? You know, shit like that. They became famous. Through a sex tape. Sister was fucking on a sex tape. That's how they became famous. Y'all turned them into superstars. But the top reality shows on TV, black females are on it. You don't see no bunch of white women on there acting stupid and ignorant. You see women on HGTV flipping houses and shit. Wake up, black people, especially black women. Stop going through this narrative. We need each other. While we fighting each other, trying to knock each other and put each other out. Babe, I'm sorry Pookie took your money. I'm sorry that you had to buy PlayStations. I'm sorry that you had to pay help with child support and shit like that. I'm sorry, baby. But you should learn from that. If you at a certain level, you don't fuck with certain dudes. It is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Wake up, sisters. Stop listening to that shit about men are not on your level. There are men out there with the same shit you got. You went to school with them. They live in your neighborhoods. You work alongside of them. Y'all doing projects together. Stop the bullshit. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. I'll holler at you.